Three, two, one. Yo. Gains Radio, gaining access and insight necessary to succeed. Holla at your boy, Frank Abney here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, all that. This is Tim Brown over here from Brown's Conscious Development. Happy to be here.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Mhm.
Good to see you, my brother. Good to be alive in this beautiful day. But you know what? I gotta give shout outs. Shout outs to Frank Avenue Fitness. Shout out to the creator. Shout out to my family. Shout out to my meal prep company. Eat right, live right, feel right. Even get your workouts on with your boy. Holla at me. Okay, for shades, get your shades, look fresh. Subscribe to our podcast, Gains Podcast. Follow us on IG, Gains Podcast. Email gainsradio@gmail.com and also gainspodcast@gmail.com. I'll let your boy, Mr. Brown, what you got?
Yo, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for it today. I'm ready for it today. I'm
Any
ready.
shout outs?
Any shout outs? Shout outs. Shout out to all the loved ones, everyone supporting me for allowing me to be here today. And I'm gonna work on that for the next one. So, but I have some more shout outs for the next time. But thank you for having me.
Yo, your energy must be really fluctuating because I see that candle in the background by your daughter's picture. And
Mm-hmm.
that candle, when candles dance like that, that means something, man.
Uh-huh.
It means something.
You're absolutely, and I was actually gonna just blow it out and stuff too. I was going to, and I was like, you know what, just let it be and stuff. It's fine. So,
Yeah, man, that's
um,
means something. It's picking
mhm,
up your vibes when it's dancing like that. That means, it's picking up
mhm.
on your energy, sir. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? That's what's up.
yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard anything like that. I'm really on the candle and
Mhm.
vibration, all that good stuff, man. But
Really? Okay.
yes,
No, I didn't
sir,
know
yes,
that.
sir.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
so
that.
we definitely gonna get to that later. But today's topic
Yeah.
is 7 foods for greater happiness. 7 foods pretty much that boost your moods for greater happiness. I'm pretty sure everybody can get some need some insight on this. 7 foods that boost your mood, whether you're doing the day, whether you're with your loved one, your kids, whatever. You always want to be in a great mood. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Whatever the case may be.
Absolutely,
Because
absolutely.
yeah, because nobody want to be around you if you're in a sour mood, in a bad mood, whatever the case
Mhm.
may be. I'll let you boy. So we're gonna start off with 7 foods that boost your moods. And now here's some favorite. Now, of course, I'm reading this from Mood Boosting Foods, 7 Foods of Greater Happiness. You can get it from Dr. Axe or whatever the case may be. I always love
Awesome,
to give
awesome.
my information and, you know what I mean? Shout out to the source of
Oh
reference.
yeah, that's
You know
right.
what I
That's
mean?
good.
So we'll go over the 7 foods right now. Then, we can discuss them as we go. Avocado is one of them.
Mm, mm.
Grapes is another.
Okay, okay.
Uh, shit take. It says Shiitake mushrooms. Shiitake, however you want to
Really?
pronounce it. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Raw nuts,
Walnuts. That's right. That's right.
salmon,
Salmon. Mm,
sesame seeds, and
okay.
strawberries. Yes, sir.
Strawberries.
Yes, sir. Who would have
Okay,
known? Who would have
okay.
known? Now,
Wow.
who would have known? Now, these are supposed to be 7 foods that boost your mood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Happiness creating mood boosting foods. So, I guess we're going to start from the top one. Let's start with avocados.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it also says right here, what says, try it. Satisfy your sweet tooth and enjoy all avocados benefits with my chocolate avocado mousse recipe. Oh, I guess he's trying to advertise his own recipe.
Yeah.
So avocados. Now, I'm going to read a little bit of it, just the benefits it says of avocado. It says avocado benefits are far reaching, particularly in the brain department. In fact, you'll find them on nearly every healthy eating list one create or that I create, and with good reason. This superfood is loaded with benefits ranging from protecting your heart to helping with digestion, but
Mm.
it's also a great uh, pick for improving your mood.
Oh.
Avocados are natural hormone balancers, ensuring your brain is making the right chemicals needed to keep feeling great. If,
Hmm.
if I had a recommendation, just one food to feel happier, this would be it. The mood boosting avocado. It's the number one food to eat to feel happier. Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Those are some really good things you said about avocado. And I must say, I am actually just coming around to starting to like an avocado now. So with all that being said, man, I know the benefits of it. I know it's gonna definitely, give me the improve my mood, allow me to be able to do some of the things that you mentioned on there, Frank. So I mean, man, that's amazing, man. Awesome, brother.
What made you change and start eating
Mm.
avocados?
Shoot, possibly you started seeing everybody in my family eating them, starting seeing the benefits of them, and just starting doing my own research on it, reading up on it, and seeing what it does for you, and you just confirming that now, and that's the number one food to eat to improve your mood. So, which makes sense and stuff because it says also with all the brain correlation and stuff too, right? So everything that you eat there, it's gonna affect your mood, it's gonna affect your brain and stuff. So I think it's important that you're having something like that, at the end of your every meal or something, or even just snacks throughout the day, so.
I feel you. I feel you. My experience with avocados. Now, this is what I've come to experience with avocados is that it's also an aphrodisiac. It increases your sex drive as well. Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay,
Yes, sir.
okay.
Yes, sir. So that's
Wow,
just,
that's what's up.
that's what I gather from avocados. And then,
Uh-huh.
you got avocados, you got guacamole, you put the stuff in there, you mix it up with avocado, guacamole. I don't know the
Oh.
difference, but it's all good to me. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
because it's a superfood and because it changes moods,
Yeah, I can see
I'm
that though.
thinking, I'm thinking the correlation with the mood has to be related to maybe the sex drive. Happiness
Yeah.
makes you happier. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, because every time I leave, eating, I don't know, a taco salad or something like that, after I have avocado on it, I'm feeling happy, but I don't know if it's because of the avocado. I'm feeling happy because it tastes good. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
There you go. There you
I don't
go.
know how to, I don't know how to, I wasn't at that. You know what I mean? I don't know what happens after I eat an avocado sandwich or something. I don't know if I'm ready to, lay down and take a nap, or I'm ready to lay down and do something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But on
yeah.
that note, what I do know is that I'm gonna definitely increase my
Yeah.
avocado intake.
Exactly. And I think that's why, like before, the sushi spots we used to eat at, man, I just started going back there again, man. And that sushi is amazing. And every time I used to always go out, I would say, no avocado, no avocado. But now I'm like, give me all the avocado you want, and I'm gonna eat it and I'm gonna accept it, and that's it, you
Why?
know.
Because of what reason? I know because of what
Mm.
is it? Because you heard the thing about the sex drive, or you just heard like it's like a superfood and it helps your complexion and all this stuff. And what's good with it? What's
Yeah, I would probably say just the overall being of it and stuff, all the benefits that it comes along with it, your skin, your mood, your brain, your energy levels, I mean everything, sexual level, all that, man. So it's great, man. It's great.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Well, those of you
Yeah.
don't eat no avocados around Tim Brown. I tell you, brother.
Yeah.
You never know. This guy's on them avocados, boy. Uh,
Oh no, I think that's gonna be you.
I
That's
already
you.
got three of them, man. So I'm in me and avocados. We got our relationship. But on the next note,
uh,
like I said, satisfy your sweet tooth with avocado.
mhm.
Uh, on my other note,
Yeah.
grapes, man. Grapes must be number two. So it
Grapes,
says right here,
grapes.
juicy grapes are the ultimate take along snack, right? But these powerful little
Mhm,
fruits are also handy when you want to make you feel better. Wow. When you
mhm,
look at grapes nutrition, you see that they're packed with antioxidants, especially flavonoids. All right. I don't know what the hell that is, but which is found and also to affect the mood. Well, you
mhm,
can get some of the antioxidant benefits from red wine, which is made from grapes. Alcohol is known as a depressant. Okay, keep your spirits up by eating the fruit in its natural state instead. Hmm, I get it. Okay,
natural
okay,
state.
okay. What they're saying, I'm assuming from this is because instead of turning it into wine, well,
Mhm,
they say you can get some antioxidants from the benefits from red wine, which is made from grapes. Alcohol is known as a depressant. So they're saying
mhm,
because there's something in the grapes called reservoir. I can never pronounce the
mhm,
word
mhm.
reservoir, whatever the hell
So
is called,
okay,
reservoir,
okay.
whatever that's in grapes, that's in wine, that helps your heart. And that's why people,
Oh
there's a little
yeah.
village in Italy where there's people that live
Mhm.
to be over 100 and some years old, and they're
Heard
drinking a
about
lot of
that.
wine and stuff like that. Yeah, it's also the
Yes.
reference for that is called the Outliers. They talk about that in
Yes.
there in the Outliers, a book called the Outliers, and how
Wow. Yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
and all they drink is wine. They're living to be like 100. And it's like they
Mhm.
found that substance in grapes that helps them do
Yeah.
that. But on the other
Yeah.
hand, they're saying this is depressing. So who knows how they live? You know what I mean? Hey, obviously they're living to be 100 something, so it's depressing, but they drink so much of it, they probably don't even care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But what's been your experience for grapes, sir? Did you understand
Yeah.
that does it change your mood? I mean, what's your
I
experience
think
with grapes?
I believe it does. I believe it does. Like what you were saying earlier about with the heart and everything, I think it allows, your blood to, flow freely throughout your body. It kind of loosens up, some things like that. It just has so many different benefits and stuff. I mean, even going back to what you were saying about those people living to be 100 and something years old and stuff, I've actually heard about stories like that, people living to be 150 years old, even sometimes drinking vodka first thing in the morning as well too, and still going about their
Yeah.
day. And people are trying to figure out, like, how in the heck are you guys doing this? Look at your diets. It's like crap. What is it? And they say certain mantras early in the morning and stuff. They
Go with
say
the
certain.
mantras.
I'm serious. I'm serious. They say
Nah.
certain mantras, and they say it, and then they go about their day and they drink all day and they say those things in the morning because they marinate in that stuff. They marinate on feeling healthy and feeling strong and vibrant, full of energy all the time. So, but red wine is my definitely go to. I have some nice ones that I prefer to sip on as well too. So yeah.
I always wanted to go wine making. You know how they got the big
Mhm.
old barrels and they step in that, shit, and they make it.
Mhm.
I always wanted to do that, man.
Mhm.
Always wanted to do that. I don't know. They have places where they do that or what?
To actually make the wine,
Yeah,
like,
when you get in
oh
there,
yeah, yeah, you can, yes you can, yeah, I think
you
they have.
step in there. They have the big buckets and you step in it. You never seen those?
Oh,
You
ooh,
roll your pencil leg up, you get in there about knee deep, and you get a bucket, and that's how they make them over in different countries.
yeah,
Yeah, and they step in it. That's the old fashioned way. You step in it, you swish the grapes, and
wow,
yeah, bro.
dang, now you kind of got
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
like that. I don't want nobody's feet up in my
But
wine I'm
that's
sipping on and stuff, like, I
but
mean,
that's
I think somebody told you up in here, I don't even
hey,
know that,
bro. That's a traditional
you
way they
know.
make. That's your traditional way of making wine, buddy.
So
Yeah,
I sure
man.
didn't know that, I would definitely look into it myself,
But
shoot,
I also want to go wine tasting, man. I want to go wine tasting. I want to go to a grape
yeah,
vineyard, an actual grape vineyard, and go
yeah,
wine tasting. You know what I mean?
now that
And
is fun. Mhm.
have you done that before?
Oh yes, yes,
Where'd
yep.
you go?
I went one time with actually um an agency that I used to be with and stuff, and so it was fun. It was fun.
So
I
you
didn't.
called your ex girlfriend an agency that you used to be with.
No, no,
I'm just
no,
like,
no, no, no.
I'm just like
An agency, yeah, an agency, yeah, not a person though.
oh, okay,
Yeah, not a
okay.
person. So yeah. I didn't go with one person. No, I went with the
Oh
group.
yeah,
It was an agency that I was with at the time, and so we went, and it was nice and stuff. But I think, like, a lot of people was like, oh, you can't really let loose or drink as much as you want to, because you got your boss over there, and so you're trying to, like, okay, if you can't hold yourself, I'm gonna be watching you,
where'd you
So
guys go? Temecula?
it was up in Agua Dulce.
Okay, I don't even know
Agua
what that
Dulce.
is.
That's actually right before Palmdale. So,
Okay,
so it's like Agua Dulce, then it's Acton, then Palmdale, Lancaster, up the 14 freeway.
that's right.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
used to be your neck of the woods, man. Yeah, that's
yeah.
right. I forgot about that. But
Uh-huh.
as far as the grapes changing their mood, man. I mean, you know, I like grapes. I don't know what I would like to know is the difference in the colors. I heard green grapes are not the best, but I heard red grapes and darker the grapes, the sweeter the juice, the blacker the
Yeah,
flesh, the
yeah.
deeper the roots, or something like that. I don't know, man.
Darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So maybe that's why. I don't know. Maybe that's the thing with grapes, man.
uh,
But in any case, they're saying grapes change moods. So maybe I need to
mm,
highlight them grapes. You know what I mean? Eat some grapes,
yeah.
more grapes. Now, the next one, this is something I never even heard of. But the
Mm.
again, I'm gonna spell it so you won't think I'm just throwing this shit take out there. So it's
All right.
SHISH double I's TAKE mushrooms. Should take mushrooms. So y'all want to
Mushrooms.
see them? I'm thinking making this.
Mm.
Tight. You can see it. The focus. There you go. Should take mushrooms.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
okay, okay.
Yeah,
Shoot,
dude.
wow. I'm about to,
So
yeah, I'm pulling up myself.
you
Shoot.
know, so it
Mm-hmm.
says this meaty mushroom has more offer than just taste. Upgrading your normal white mushrooms to this Asian variety brings a variety of nutrients to the table, including vitamin B6. While the entire B vitamin complex family is crucial to ensuring our physical and psychological functions operate normally, B6, also known as pyr- pyridine, pyridoxine, you figured out, is particularly great for improving your mood and feeling good. Because
Oh,
vitamin B6 impacts the production of serotonin and
oh,
neurotransmitters, healthy
no
B6 levels
trend.
are associated with a positive mood and reducing stress naturally.
Yes,
Also been
yes.
proven to effectively treat mood disorders like depression. Plus, shiitake mushrooms are a delicious
Mhm,
addition to meat-free meals thanks to the texture and ability to soak up sauces and taste.
mhm.
Mmm. Wow.
That's it. Wow, I didn't know that
This is
that
dope.
much. Yeah, yeah. They
This
even
is
have
dope.
some articles on that stuff, man, on how certain mushrooms can enhance your mood and stuff. So yeah,
Word.
that's deep. That's very deep and
See,
stuff,
my
man.
thing on mushrooms, I seen this on or not this mushroom, but I was watching Guys Grocery Games. I don't know if you know what that is on the Food Network.
Hmm.
Guys Grocery Games. And what they had on there is, they had to make vegan recipes, no buns. They had to make burgers. He makes anything out of anything. You got to make it out of, whatever, whatever. So they had to
Yeah,
make a
yeah.
burger with no buns. And what they did was, I think they used this mushroom or whatever, and they used it as the buns, a hamburger, but it was just like bread, dude. It was
Uh-huh,
just like bread. I didn't taste it, but I could imagine how it tastes. I'm not really a fan of mushrooms. I've never
uh-huh,
been, but when
uh-huh.
I started isolating the taste of mushrooms on a good pizza when you're really hungry and you add some
Yeah,
mushrooms to it,
yeah.
bro,
That's
or some
good.
sauteed mushrooms on something else, like some meatloaf or something like that, dude.
Hmm.
And I've never been a fan of mushrooms.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
now I know they change your mood, bro. They change your mood. Now, which mushrooms are they talking about? Because I know two types of mushrooms. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And I
That's right.
also know that people take that type of mushroom and they put it in their burgers, they
Hmm.
put it in their sandwich, and they experience things, man.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
experience mushrooms, Mr. Brown.
yeah. Oh my. Yeah. Well, I mean, they
Mhm.
can provide, a healing of trauma. On a serious note, if you
Mhm.
have the right amount of dosage and you're open to that, and you're done with taking all the other pills that you're taking over the counter that has not been helping you out up until this point in your life, and you want to be open to something new, then this would be something to look at, to something more holistic view that will actually, like I said, heal trauma, which will allow you to be more relaxed. It actually, as you mentioned, Frank, you said it heals the neurotransmitters. Those are
Mhm.
the signals that are in your brain and stuff. So if those are healed and stuff, it creates new neural pathways as well. So it allows more creative thoughts, more because you're more in harmony with yourself. So you don't have so much of the trauma and the guilt and the pain and stuff so much
Okay.
going in with you.
But then
Yeah.
what's the difference in the psychedelic mushroom
Hmm.
and this mushroom?
Hmm. Yeah.
What's the
It,
difference? Because I've heard what you're saying right there. You can do that with the psychedelic mushroom.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
what's the
Absolutely.
difference?
Yeah, I mean, I think they both have their same component. I think they can both do the same thing and stuff, but I think the psychedelic mushrooms will just take you more on a deeper, more a getting to knowing of your true self, your true nature, on who you really are, and just being able to experience that on a spiritual level.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. I'll give you that. So
mhm,
let's say I'm walking in nature, right?
mhm.
And I heard that these mushrooms and stuff are edible. So I'm
Yeah.
walking in nature, I see a mushroom. Now I don't know if it's a shiitake mushroom and I don't know if it's a
Mhm,
psychedelic mushroom. So I'm
mhm.
hungry as hell because I ain't ate in 2 weeks,
Yeah,
and I'm just
yeah,
happy
yeah.
I'm there. Now I grab one of these mushrooms. Am I supposed to eat it? How
Mhm.
do I know? I mean, I'm pretty sure you see mushrooms around, growing around, trees and stuff like that.
Oh
Now,
yeah, yeah.
are those mushrooms edible? Are they cookable? Are they supposed to be psychedelic? Are they poison?
Mhm.
How the
Yeah.
do we know the difference, dude?
That is a good point you brought there, because I see them all the time, walking around in the neighborhood and some grass after it's done raining, you see the mushrooms come up and stuff. And I was wondering that, but I always heard like you can't just eat them off the grass like that, like that's poisonous. Like but then but who knows? What if those are really like psychedelic ones or something? But people just tell you poison, you don't eat them stuff. So because as a child, every time you saw him, he's like, don't you eat those, don't eat those. It's poison. You're gonna die, boy. You're gonna die. So you stay away from mushrooms. Sometimes you kick them over and stuff.
So
So
then what do you do, bro? So then
yeah,
what do you do? So then which mushrooms are, and then I also heard, I mean, let's be realistic here. I also heard the psychedelic mushrooms, if you microdose, it
yes,
helps, dude. It helps.
exactly.
But it helps with what? Because if that's the
Yes.
case, if it helps me expand my mind, I'm gonna be sitting there popping in like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
uh,
What,
you
what
know what I mean? So
an analogy that I can give, analogy that I can really give, because I always wanted somebody to kind of give me a really good analogy of how this could experience, what type of experience I could benefit from this if I was to do something like this.
Mhm.
And so everybody said, oh, is this, like almost kind of like ayahuasca and all other different stuff as well too. But staying on the topic at hand, um, we have like this certain resistance that's within ourselves, whether we know it or not and stuff. And so when you take like microdosing, as you said, it allows you to just be more relaxed, to be more at a state of at ease with what you have, where you are, and you will feel like you'll start to feel like a sense of like love, a sense of love and stuff, because basically the veil is being slightly removed for a temporary of time.
Well,
The veil.
who do you suggest
Mhm,
microdose then?
mhm.
Like in
People
what
who,
situation? Yeah, yeah,
mhm,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, no, people who are looking to, sorry about that. People,
Are you good?
you didn't hear anything, nothing? Okay. All
Was you
right.
farting
So,
or something?
oh yeah, no, it was I guess an email came on, and on my end it went like ding 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 ding. So
You
I
sure
was
that?
like,
Oh, I thought you farted, man. I'm like, he said you didn't hear that. I'm like, nah, we didn't hear that. I thought it was with them silent ones, man. I heard. I seen the candle flicker though after that one.
he said the camera reflector.
I seen that candle flicker. I mean,
Nah,
that shit
nah.
spark up. He said, "Ooh." He said, "You didn't see that? Good thing we ain't
Hey,
got
man.
smell-o-vision."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but no, but basically, like I said, if you're having any ailment, any pain, and if you're, like I said, a lot of people are taking Xanax, I take these muscle relaxers, all this stuff, and you're mixing it with soda and certain alcohol to get this type of effect. And if you're looking for a more easier way, or I don't say more easier way, I just say just another way. I gotta understand the polarity of everything, the polarity. But if you're looking for another way, this is another way that will allow you to become more just being like free with yourself. Like when you're like that child, like your kids, for example, every time they wake up in the morning, they see you always running, you're like, hey, Dad, they always have that energy all the time. And because they're so filled with just joy and happiness just to see you and stuff. And it's that same emotion that you will get and stuff that out on a certain even go a little bit more than microdosing, where you're totally having the veil be like temporarily just removed for that time being, and you are just like in tune with your true self and everything, and just being an acceptance of love and all that. And
Isn't it considered poison though?
mhm,
Now, who would voluntarily poison themselves?
mhm. um well, because it's not, I don't even like to use I don't even like to use the word poison and stuff,
I mean,
so
because hey, what you see when you see it, you see the
mm,
skull and the cross, the skull
mhm.
bone when you see it, based off
Oh
of
yeah, oh yeah.
poison, bro. Poison.
Yeah, yeah,
The
very
body
true.
can reject it. But now, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm not saying that whether
Mhm,
it's good or bad, but I'm just being realistic about it.
mhm.
It is poison. But on the
Yeah,
other hand, we can consume mushrooms, you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
So,
That's true.
so you know what I mean? So
Mhm,
I think it's just like with anything, just like even with not just too far off, but like
mhm,
marijuana. You know what I
mhm,
mean? There's certain the hemp seed you can actually sew clothes, you can make things out of. That's what America was built off. But on the other hand, if you add chemicals and things to that, to the THC, now it throws it off and it can make it harmful for you, just based off of chemicals and stuff like that. So I don't know, man. I think it's the same thing with mushrooms, bro.
Yeah, no, that's a good point as well too. No, that's a good point.
Maybe it can harm you just by overdoing it. But then again, I don't want to start going to the grocery store and getting mushrooms and taking bites of it and think I'm microdosing. I'm just eating damn mushrooms.
Yeah, it's cooked differently and stuff. It's cooked to be made to eat in the stores. No, they wouldn't sell it on the stores. With the psychedelic, everybody be loaded up in there and stuff. So, but yeah, no, that wouldn't happen like that. But yeah, I mean, like I said, there's who knows.
Hey, but like they say, it's one of the 7 foods to greater happiness. So obviously, the theory on it is correct, which leads me to my next. Raw nuts. I know a lot of people have a problem with consuming more nuts than usual. Based off of my information knowledge, if you're going to consume nuts, it should be a handful. But let's see what this says to increase our moods. It's time to go nuts. That's because these bite-sized foods are located with healthy benefits that will leave you smiling. Nuts are full of serotonin, a feel-good chemical that's in short supply when you're depressed. Now, the second time they're talking about depression. Wow. Nuts are also filled with antioxidant and healthy fats. I'm a fan of walnuts, Brazil nuts, and cashews. Just to be sure to be mindful of how many, that's saying what I'm saying. Just be sure to be mindful of how many you eat. While they're healthy, nuts are also high in fat and calories. And that's the reason why I said, and so it says, so a handful or 2 is usually the right amount. And that's exactly what I understood about. That's what I understood about nuts, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I have some all the time right here. But for me, it has to be honey roasted. It got to have some little bit of flavor,
Yo, I feel it with salted, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
whatever the case may be.
I got to have some.
I'm not going to sit in front like, hey, eat nuts and eat them plain. Nah, dog. No.
Wow, this does say 13 grams, the fat.
Yeah.
Wow.
I even eat the fire ones, you know what I mean? The ones with fire. Now, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I mean, it's freaking peanuts, dude.
It's thank you. Come on, man. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But again, on the other hand, I did hear that about 10, a good hand, not a good handful, is good enough because of the fact that the cholesterol and the fat and the calories and all that stuff, man. You know what I mean?
I see.
It's a lot of people's downfall, but what's your favorite nut, brother? What's your, I don't know if you're a nut consumer, after you eat peanuts, what's your favorite nuts, bro?
Yeah, planters. Yeah, always honey roasted.
But I mean, peanuts or cashews or what do you call those? Acorns or walnuts,
I guess that might just be the only type of nuts I'll eat. Yeah, no almonds, no cashews, no macadamia nuts, no any other. If it's not planters, honey roasted, that's the only type of nuts I will eat, and that's it.
Honey roasted, salted, not salted.
I mean, I will take that. I'll eat some that are plain too. Not a whole lot of them. Like I'll eat them with the attitude. I'll be like, okay, you ain't got no salt, but oh well.
Now, how in the hell though can this change your mood? And like I said, I mean, I'm sitting here reading it. Nuts are full of serotonin. Maybe that's it. Because of the serotonin, the feel good chemical that's in short supply when you're depressed. Wow. So nuts are also full of antioxidant and healthy fats. Now, I had no idea nuts was full of antioxidant. Healthy fats, but antioxidants, no. Did you know that nuts are full of antioxidants?
I did know about that. Yeah. No, that's definitely a plus. That is definitely a plus.
How'd you find out about that?
Well, because I've always eaten like nuts and stuff, and then also I eat a lot of blueberries as well too. Blueberries and blackberries and stuff, and all those have anything with antioxidants. I usually just kind of get those foods with that I know that have that and stuff. So
now, for those of us that don't know, how do you know what foods have antioxidants? How do you just figure out that food have antioxidants? You just said, "Damn, these nuts got antioxidants in them, yo." Like, how did you figure that out?
Well, one day I was just sitting. I was talking to myself, and I was like, what things have antioxidants? And it just came to me, and I just, but also too, but the idea came, and then when the idea came through thought, then I went on the internet and I said,
went through microdosing.
Hey, who knows, But then again, through thought, because I typed it in the Google search, which foods have antioxidants in them. They give you a list, and then you're like, oh, okay, nuts, blueberries, blackberries, all that stuff, So,
Wow.
and another one on there. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm surprised they don't have bananas on there.
Bananas.
Yes.
To increase your mood. I heard that bananas are good before you go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Yeah,
what I
because
mean? It helps
they
you
do
sleep.
kind of relax you a little bit and stuff.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
it's also counter into counter. Yep,
Intuitive.
because you on one hand you eat banana and it's the sugar, so it wouldn't give you a sugar rush. But on the other hand, you say eat banana before you go to bed, and makes you go to sleep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Do you eat a banana before you work out in the morning?
No,
You
no,
don't?
I tried that a long time ago,
Uh,
man. It just did not sit well with my stomach.
yeah.
Now, based off of that knowledge and the information I know, what is banana? It is full of sugar. So
Mm-hmm.
the best time that I found to consume a banana is after my workout
Yeah. After,
because
yeah.
of the fact that I'm lacking and I've lost a lot of sugar, salt, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I've had patients being the trainer in the training industry that kind of pass out or have low sugar levels be sitting there. I'll give them a banana immediately. They're just right back to where they were before. You know what I mean? Just like,
Mm-hmm.
and that's because of low sugar and that immediate amount of sugar that bananas have in it. So on the other hand, like I said, it tells you that it'll help you sleep, but not to go off track, to be on the nuts track, you
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
But yeah, that's what I found. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the difference in nuts and seeds, for example. You know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
avocado, now the avocado, back on that, would you say in the avocado, is that a nut or is it a seed? And if it is a seed, why is it not a nut? And if it's not a nut, why is it not a nut? And I just said that. But why the hell is an avocado? It's called a seed and it's not a nut. What's the difference?
Mm-hmm. Was it a seed and not a nut? That is a good question. That is a good question. I mean, just even trying to rationalize and just trying to,
Because they both can, have the ability to create like another, like for example, watermelon seed. You plant a freaking watermelon
yeah.
seed, you get the end of the watermelon. You plant a
True.
freaking acorn, you plant an acorn tree. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? What the fuck was a does nuts produce trees and freaking seeds produce plants? Or
Uh-huh.
but it can't be that way because you get the nut, you get the acorn tree, you get the other, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know, bro. I don't know
Hmm.
the difference between nuts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they both, like you said, they both can produce. So yeah, that's weird. That's weird. That's a good
Because you
one
eat
though.
seeds, because the sunflower seed, that's considered a seed. But
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't it be also considered a nut?
Mm-hmm. It could be. I see. I think it so it could. So that's why I was like, it's going to, well, there it is. Oh, here we go. It's both
Because
sides.
you know what I mean? Because when I eat sunflower seeds at baseball games or whatever, that's changed my mood. It helps me with my mood. But when I eat
Mm-hmm.
nuts, it just makes me feel like I'm eating a nut. Like,
Uh-huh.
nuts.
Yeah,
Nut.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Which leads me to my next one. The next one, I don't know. That's one of the ones that I'm questioning. It
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
me happy. I don't know. Maybe they're talking about sunflower seeds. You need sunflower seeds. I get happy to eat sunflower seeds. I don't know, bro. Next one, let's
Yeah.
go to
Okay.
salmon, man. Salmon. Salmon.
Salmon.
Now,
Yes.
wild caught. How do you say it? Do you say salmon or salmon or salmon?
Well, I'm originally from the islands, and so from out there I say salmon. And so, no, no, I just say salmon. I North naturally start saying salmon. I think it sounds more
Who
exquisite.
says that? Who says Simone?
I think I just started saying it and
Oh, I'm
stuff.
about to say no, but
Yeah,
being originally from the
but
East Coast, just like I say
mm,
aunt and aunt and aunt and aunt, all that stuff.
yeah,
I
yeah,
actually say salmon.
salmon. Yeah,
Some people say salmon, but I say
mm,
salmon. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
mm,
um, let's talk about it a
yeah,
little bit.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wild salmon, wild caught salmon is one of the best foods for both your mood and brain health. This
Mm,
lean protein contains double your recommended value of vitamin B12. Now,
okay,
getting enough of this vitamin is crucial to warding off depressing. Here we go again,
here
depressing
we
and staying
go. Yeah,
mentally healthy.
alert.
Wow, I can see that. I can see that. One study found that patients with the highest vitamin B12 levels were most successful in combating depression. Salmon also packs a punch of mood stabilizing essential fatty acids. These bad boys keep your brain operating in tip-top shape by helping you producing the right chemicals so you can turn that frown upside down. This is super interesting. And the
Yes,
reason why I
yes,
think the
yes.
salmon one is super interesting because the brain is fat.
That's
All
right.
right. So I
That's
think
right.
eating salmon is kind of like the oil to your brain. You know what I
It's
mean?
like
You're
you're eating
lubricating
it.
your brain,
Yeah.
dude. You know, all
It's
those
like,
antioxidants, your heart, and all that good stuff.
heck
Yeah, man.
yeah.
That's why bears become alive when they eat all that freaking salmon, dude. You know what I mean?
Man,
It's just everything. I guess
that's a
just
good
feasting.
point.
You know what I
Heck
mean? Just
yeah.
feasting. You make me like I feel like salmon right now.
And they be just eating more of it, and all grabbing out the water and stuff. And yeah,
You
and then
know?
they chase out there. They kind of,
You know what I mean?
they be running shoot.
And they use that to store all that fat for
Mhm,
hibernation. You know what I mean?
mhm.
All
Yeah.
that good fat from salmon, man. Now, I can see how that can, because if you're satisfied, if your brain is satisfied, obviously you're going to be in a better
And I
mood.
feel good.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You're going to be in that feel good mood. You know, I didn't see it says it releases serotonin, but obviously anything what I'm seeing with the high vitamin B12 or high vitamin B, which does
Right.
help your mood and energy and stuff like that.
Uh-huh,
You know, I'm
uh-huh.
seeing that's what I can see where he's going with this mood thing. What were you going to say? Go ahead.
Mm. I was gonna say something about salmon too. Uh, One time, my mother, she got me this salmon dish from the spot, right? I eat it and I go and work out like maybe about an hour, maybe about I want to say
Mm-hmm.
maybe about 2 or 3 hours later. Man, I
Best
got up
workout
there.
ever.
I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm not even tired yet, and I'm still
Yeah.
just ripping through my little stuff and everything. And yeah, you feel like such an alertness, and you feel
Yeah.
like, man, this weight is so damn light. I'm gonna do some more just because I feel good. And you start
Yeah.
doing a little bit more and stuff, and that's how you go past that pump and stuff.
Yo, them fish
So
oil.
the
Yeah,
fish,
same thing with
yeah.
them fish oil with them omegas, bro. Them
Mm-hmm.
omegas in it. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a question because I still don't know the difference. Do you know, is there a difference in cod liver oil and fish oil, or is it the same? Well,
Mm-hmm.
I almost think I answered my question, but I'm still gonna let you answer. When I said cod liver, is it cod, the
Mm-hmm.
fish, that they're taking the liver from the fish because of the oil from the fish?
Mm-hmm.
Is that it? Or
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Cod
Yeah.
liver oil. You know, I'm actually gonna look that up real quick. While you think of that,
Yeah. Yeah, because I've never, I mean, I've heard of cod liver like that, but I never thought about like how it's broken down and stuff in the way that you explain. I know fish oil, fish oil is all feeds the brain. I got that, all omega 3s and but yeah, cod liver oil.
cod liver oil. Let's see here.
Yeah, it
Uh,
should definitely be in there.
cod liver oil. Let me see. Where does cod liver oil come from?
Here's a summary from Healthline. Cod liver oil, as the name implies, comes from the livers of codfishes.
Yep, it does.
Fermented cod
There it
and fermented
does.
cod
Yep.
are most commonly used to make cod liver oil.
Good guess.
The fish get their omega-3 fatty acids by eating phytoplankton.
Yeah, it was a good
Wow.
guess. It was a good guess because I'm like, yeah, because I'm like, if salmon does that with the omegas and stuff, and you would think,
Mhm.
and this cod liver oil looks like the same, then it would
Yeah,
have to come from the codfish,
that's
from the
right.
liver of the cod. So wow, I feel like I'm. See, look at that.
That's
I must have
good.
ate some cod liver oil some earlier
You
or some
must
brain
have. Yeah,
medicine.
you
But
put me
you
up
know
on game
what
today.
though?
Uh-huh.
Yo, but you know on some real stuff though, bro.
Hmm.
I'm
Hmm.
not gonna even front, yo.
Hmm.
This morning, okay, I'm not gonna front, yo. It's crazy. I every morning I take my vitamins, right? And I
Hmm.
have a rotation of vitamins. And this is real stuff. Today just happened to be the day that I took my neuro vitamin, which is the brain vitamin. You know what I mean? With some
Oh,
deep,
okay.
which is omega stuff that they talking about, yo.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe that's why I'm
Wow.
feeling like Poindexter today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
somebody give me a mathematical
There you
equation or
go.
something, man.
There you go.
Give
There
me
you
the Da Vinci
go.
Code right now, bro. You know what I mean? I'll
Man.
crack that sucker.
And you know
Man.
what? Sometimes I also would take like turmeric as well too with that. A little bit of turmeric and the cod liver oil or the fish oil. And in the morning, you don't need no coffee. No, you ready. You can just
You
be
must have
like,
had
okay.
joint pains. You must have
Mm.
turmeric I heard was good for joint pains. Are you trying to tell us you getting old, sir?
Oh no. Actually, also too though, it releases information, and also it releases information in the brain. So that way, it releases the
Does.
pressure. So that way, you can start to feel better as well too. Yes, it
What
allows more
does?
blood flow to the brain. Turmeric does.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, it allows more
Hmm.
blood flow to the brain. So if you allow more blood flow to the brain, you're more in harmony with yourself. You're more, creative with ideas and stuff to do whatever you want to do, and you'll feel naturally good and stuff. Yeah.
Now you talking about shrooms or you talking about turmeric?
Turmeric.
Oh, bro, this guy, he threw me off there for a second. Man, but that's
Turmeric.
amazing, bro. That's amazing.
Yeah.
But isn't it crazy how how we're talking about these things and stuff that makes you feel good, right?
Hmm.
So the thing is to me, and this is what I've heard off of Sadhguru or whatever,
Yeah.
when we're consuming these things,
Hmm.
these nuts, the salmon, the avocados and stuff, do you know that's what the hell you are, bro? I'm sitting here talking to a piece of salmon, a piece of avocado. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm sitting here talking to a piece of salmon or a piece of avocado, bro, or
Uh-huh,
some
uh-huh.
nuts. You know,
Hmm.
that's the reality of things.
Yeah.
So if you're becoming cod liver oil, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm ingesting the cod. I'm becoming. You see where I'm going
Yes,
with it, right?
that's why I was like, you're
I'm becoming
becoming.
that.
Yes.
So if I'm eating, and I'm gonna take it there, but I eat it anyway. If I'm
Uh-huh.
eating red meat,
Uh-huh.
if I'm eating this cow,
Yeah.
if I'm eating this animal that was slaughtered in the
Mm.
midst of making it consumable for me to eat,
Yeah, yeah.
damn, is that
And
what I'm becoming?
mm. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
No
yeah.
disrespect to any religion, race, or anything. Now, I
Mm-hmm.
can see why, and I never understood it before. I can see why Muslims eat what they consider halal, and
Mm-hmm.
that's the meat that is killed differently. It's
Mm-hmm.
killed. It's not slaughtered like how we take our cattle out to slaughter and
Yeah,
all that stuff.
nice
No,
lot of
they're
distress. Yeah.
yeah, they're. I don't know if they're preyed upon whatever first before they take their life, but they're
Mhm.
slaughtered in a different way, man. And
Yeah.
now, even talking about this, I understand more
Mm-hmm.
now. But and I'm just being devil's advocate here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
is that the same with fish? I mean, I thought you just kill fish any type of way. You go fishing, yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Do I
yeah.
gotta bless the fish too? I mean, of course, I don't think there's nothing wrong with blessing the fish, but
Mm.
when I kill the fish, when I hook it, you know what I mean? It's dead or is it alive? I don't know, man. What's your thoughts now? I don't want to get too deep into wrapping up and killing alive and like and all that stuff. We don't talk about
Yeah.
salmon, so you know, I don't
Yeah.
know, man. Like
I mean, I
ingesting
think,
food. Go ahead.
yeah, no, I mean, just adding what you said, I mean, the way that the fish is passing on, the struggle that he's trying to get his breath, and he's
Hmm.
stuck like that,
And then
and then
you
all of a
take it
sudden
out of his misery.
yeah, yeah. Or you just let him sit there, you throw him in the thing, and then he's flapping, and then he's just, and then you still take him home and cook him and do all that too. So I
So you
mean,
let him just sit there and flap and just, you know what I
mhm.
mean? Let him sit there and
Oh yeah, yeah.
you
No,
let
no,
him,
I'm just saying,
just let him pass on like that, bro.
I'm just saying if someone
I'm
was
on
to
your
do that
side,
and
man.
stuff. If someone was to do that. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I would. Yeah, you get me to think, how did I even answer that question and stuff? Like,
See,
do you keep? But
you
then if you
know,
kill it, then just okay, now so
hey, you gotta take his life and bless it, I guess. You know what I mean? You gotta,
yeah,
hey, you sit there, you hook at the fishes, losing his life, but you know what I mean? Hey,
yeah.
that's what you're ingesting, bro. You were gonna become that, man. This can get real deep when it starts to becoming what you eat, man. That can get
Uh-huh,
real deep. But
uh-huh.
again, these are the foods that'll make you happier. So maybe the whole purpose of the salmon, knowing it's gonna sacrifice, because animals, they only have one thing, and that's they only have one gear. That's what separates us from animals. They're here just to do one job and one job only. If they
Yeah,
go
yeah.
upstream, salmon up north, wherever they go, then that means they're doing their intent based off of
That too.
nature.
That's
If they get
right.
eaten by the bears, that's okay. They're
That's their
feeding
tent.
their yeah,
Uh-huh,
that's their intent. You know what I mean?
uh-huh. Yeah.
So, and that's the only way I think I'm gonna protect myself from from eating fish and not feeling like you know what I mean, guilty about it because I am
Yeah.
becoming what they're supposed to do
Yeah,
anyway.
that's right.
Yeah. So
You,
let me
you,
get me a red fat burger. No,
yeah.
I'm just playing.
Yeah, no, I want to rewind back just a second. What I actually had said, I said intent, no, but I think like what you said earlier, what nature's intended for them to be here for.
Yeah.
Yes, all
Yeah.
part of like evolution and stuff. So that's, I guess that's the proper way. I'm like,
Yeah.
but then again,
There's
what
certainly a
if you know that you're coming here to die again, to be, so, oh well, yeah. Like, okay, if we came here knowing that we're supposed to be part of this journey, that eventually we will be on to, yeah. So anyways, yeah, that's just something else. I don't get too much off tangent.
Well,
Yeah.
wouldn't that make you all knowing? That's like God, like,
Uh,
man. I don't know. That's a
yeah.
touchy subject right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because what if you are all knowing? Because it can get really deep. If you really want to take it there, you are all knowing. If we're stardust, if we're from the stars, stars is a collective memory from way back, millions of years. So that means if you're connected to that, you're all knowing, brother. Ooh. Yeah. So that salad, man,
Yeah. Yeah.
that make you feel good. Fuel that brain, fuel that heart with some good omegas. Those of you who are cold-hearted, maybe need to eat some salmon, and that'll warm that heart up and that brain. Get some fuel and exercise to that
That's
brain.
right.
Which leads me to my next one.
Mm-hmm.
Sesame seeds. What?
Oh,
Oh,
sesame
really?
seed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not just the topping. Sesame seeds are powerful in their own right. Okay, let's see how.
Mm-hmm.
This ancient crop has been keeping happy levels up for thousands of years. Its benefits stem from glycerine. Why? Tyrosine. This it's an amino acid, I guess. This amino acid boosts the brain dopamine levels, kicking the feel-good hormone into high gear while
Mm-hmm.
balancing out the others. Pretty impressive for such a small seed. Wow. So I guess you can try it on sesame. Those of you who don't know how to eat sesame seeds, it says here you can sprinkle them on salads or in smoothies. You can also roast them and make them a recipe out of them. Also good in hummus. Now, all right. I know what I was talking about nuts, seeds, and all that good stuff. Now, this is how based off of some experience that I've known, man. This is the thing with seeds. Now, I've heard good things and bad things about them. I don't know how I can change your moods. Okay. Now, there's a colon disease out there called diverticulitis.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Now, the thing is, with diverticulitis, it's like little holes in your colon that happens over time from eating bad foods, whatever the case may be.
Okay.
Now, when you eat sesame seeds, what will happen is that when they pass through your colon, they'll kind of get stuck in those little holes that you have in your colon, which causes the diverticulitis, which can actually lead to, colon problems, not
Yeah.
digesting your food properly. So that's why I have a little riff with seeds and
Yeah.
sesame seeds, man. That's my experience, what I've heard do with seeds. Now I'll come with seeds and nuts. I've also heard that with the nuts too, man. So I don't know, but that's what I've heard. What's been your experience with seeds and nuts? Because they're putting them on these burgers for some reason.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
mean, what's your experience with them?
Well, they do provide a whole lot of benefits. As you mentioned before, I know that I normally when I buy like my wheat bagels or whatever, I normally will get like the sesame seed ones, or like there's like one
Sesame
that
seeds or poppy seeds? Because like the little black seeds are different, in my opinion, than the sesame seeds. Sesame seeds are little white seeds that they'll talk about. Poppy seeds I've
oh
seen
yeah.
on bagels, and you know what? I've seen sesame seeds on bagels too, like with the onion bagel, the everything bagel. I've seen them on
Yeah,
those.
there's that one, and then there's another brand of bagels that they have it on as well too. That's pretty good and stuff. So, but yeah, it's also, so when I eat those I feel like just kind of like give me like a good sense of feeling and just allow me to just
Really?
yeah, like a little bit, yeah.
When you eat sesame seeds? I've
Sesame
never
seeds,
experienced.
sesame seed bagels, yeah.
I've never experienced anything with seeds, man. I've never experienced any type of change. And the only thing I've experienced with eating nuts or seeds, when I eat a whole bunch of peanuts, I've experienced gas.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
burping. You know what I mean? That's the only
Uh-huh.
benefits. That's the only mood thing. It actually puts me in a bad mood when you keep burping off eating damn peanuts. You know you shouldn't have ate them again. You know, or some
Uh-huh.
damn seeds. You're like,
You
no, I shouldn't
burping.
eat them damn things. You know what I mean? Now, as
Yeah,
far as
yeah.
sesame seeds, like I said, powerful in their own right, keeping people happy for thousands of years. I don't even know how freaking sesame seeds grow, dude.
Hmm.
You know
Yeah.
how sesame seeds grow?
Got me on that one. Got me on
Yeah.
that one.
Have you ever heard benefits of sesame seeds?
Uh, a little bit. Not like I said, not a whole
Because
lot though.
it's number 6 on the 7 foods for greater happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow, man. That's crazy. Number 6 for the 7 foods. And this little grain of mustard or a grain
The
of
little white
sesame,
ones, yeah, okay.
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Enough that now it doesn't say a certain amount. It doesn't have an amount. Kicking the feel good hormone into high gear while balancing out the others. This amino acid boosts the brain to okay, benefits them from tyserine. You can also
Makes
roast them.
sense.
Okay, you can roast them. Okay, now I have heard of roasted sesame seeds. Okay, now we talking. Okay, now I will roast some damn sesame seeds and throw some on my salad. Now I
Yeah,
will,
there you go.
because I'm sitting there trying to find out what the hell the sesame seeds have to do with increasing my mood. Now, if I roast some sesame seeds and throw them joints on my salad, I might be in a happy mood because they do taste a little bit better.
There you
But I
go.
really don't see no benefits in no doggone sesames. But those of y'all, if y'all didn't know about the diverticulitis things, in my opinion, I would stay away from the sesame seeds because that's exactly what will happen. If kids in the background, y'all hear kids in the background, that's my kids out there, wife out there with the kids. Excuse me, I hope they ain't had no seeds or nothing like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Going off the whack. But anyway, that's the seeds. We'll keep that season brief, man. I don't know about them sesame seeds. Skip the track on that one. Anyway, number 7 and the last one. Now, what I find interesting about this one, which is strawberries, is that
Oh
let's
yes.
relate
Woo.
strawberries to what do you call it? Valentine's Day and all that, and and everything. What do? They put
Right.
chocolate covered strawberries, and they're always giving strawberries. So
Yeah.
it gotta be now. That's why I'm relating to that something that'll increase your mood or something like that. So let's read a little bit about it.
There you go.
The last thing in this list of mood boosting foods, probably the most beloved of all the berries, the strawberry, which proves the berries are rich in an array of vitamins and nutrients like the vitamins A and C and manganese. Okay, because of this, strawberry serves as a strong line of defense against brain degeneration while also boosting the happy chemicals your brain produces. Okay, and who can argue at how good they taste? Because of this, strawberry serves as a strong line of defense against brain degeneration.
That's
Okay.
right. Keeps the neural pathway strong and focused.
Last in
Yes.
this list of mood boosting food, probably the most beloved berries. Okay, which food berries are high in raised vitamins. Okay, so
Mhm.
vitamins A and C. Okay, so strong defense against the brain degeneration. I'm just it's okay. While also boosting the happy chemicals your brain produces. Wow, I didn't know strawberries did this, man.
Yeah, yeah, and that's funny you read all that because I actually just got my mother and my sister some chocolate strawberries for Mother's Day and stuff. So I had everyone eating them and stuff, and everyone's after they're eating them, they're like, "Oh, these are good. Oh, these are good. This is good." Everybody's in a feel good mood and stuff, so it makes sense, you know.
So why not chocolate covered apples? Why not chocolate covered berries, cherries?
Uh,
You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Other berries and stuff have vitamin A and C. What is it
Hmm.
about strawberry? Because I'm sitting there trying to figure it out. Like, what the hell? Chocolate covered grapes. You know what I mean? What's the difference in these doggone strawberries? Vitamin A and C. And I've heard of peaches that have good stuff like that. What makes the strawberries so good with chocolate?
Yeah, yeah. I think because I'm gonna take an assumption here, maybe that because the way that it's prepared, that it can be prepared easier on a strawberry like that, like the way the strawberry is made, that it can coat over that better than a grape, which is slippery, and an apple that's kind of like slippery. You put chocolate on it, I don't.
Texture. Yeah.
Yeah, the texture. That's the only thing I can think of. You know.
You've been to a fair before and you stuff. You've
Mhm.
heard of
Oh yeah,
caramel
there you go.
apples and
Yeah.
chocolate covered apples, bro.
There you go. There you
No,
go.
but the strawberry is way more popular.
More popular, yeah.
Yeah, than
And
that. But then they also say, on the other hand, an apple a day will keep the doctor away, not a strawberry a day.
I know,
Right?
huh? Yeah, but it's just something about like when you bite into that strawberry with that chocolate, it's just food, versus, eating it with, I don't know, he just does something to you and stuff. That's probably,
Go ahead, bro.
yeah. But yeah, no, that's all I was gonna say. I was just thinking like, versus taking my teeth and biting into an apple with chocolate. I don't know if it has the same effect, versus the strawberry because of the sugar intake, so.
You know what? I'm even going to go as far. Now, I've heard this before. I've heard that everybody's seen this. When you leave an apple out for a while, what happens with an apple? You cut an apple, it starts to ferment and goes bad really, really fast. Now, remember, you are what you eat, right?
That's right.
So when I'm eating this apple, that means that's what's going on inside of me. It's fermenting. You see? Yeah, man. I've heard this from, I forgot, a doctor, something so in Jamaica, whatever. He's talked about all these different fruits and vegetables that's good to eat, but he said apples are cancerous. Apples are cancerous.
Really?
Apples are cancerous, bro. And you remember, you got to think again, what happens when you leave an apple out? When you cut an apple, look at what happens to an apple.
Yeah.
I wish I knew this guy's name. Where's my phone at? I'm gonna Google. I'm
looking for it right now.
Yes. Can apples be considered cancerous?
Are apples?
And then right here, best foods to eat when you have cancer. Can apples give you cancer? Okay. Broccoli, apples, lemons, mushrooms, all like a natural accidents, human guts. Okay. It's apples contain food, contain promise and cancer properties, plant-based compounds, prevent inflammation. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now all this stuff here says uh, that fruits and wild. Okay, now see, this is why. Now this is why I'm going back to this. See, I was going to stay away from it, but it says right here. Okay, now he said this. Now this is coming from a doctor that helps people live longer. You know what I mean? I forgot the doggone guy's name. Now, this right here is a factual list of cancer-causing foods and cancer-fighting foods. So you can have some foods that cause cancer and that can fight the cancer in the same token, bro. Cancer-causing foods, processed meat, red meat, of course, alcohol,
that's at the
salted
top.
fish, yes, sugary drinks, non-diet soda, fast food or processed food, cancer-fighting foods, fruits, vegetables, tomatoes, garlic, citrus fruits, cancers, whole grains, and things of that nature. But like I said, on the other hand, I've heard now, like I said, don't get me wrong. If you want to find out research, you got to go dig for yourself. But I've heard, look at the way apples ferment, bro. Look at that. What happens with it when you cut an apple? That has to go on within your insides.
Yeah, and I guess never thought of it like that. Yeah,
it has to, bro. It has to. There's no other way. Remember, look at it as this. Look, if you really look at this, we are just merely soil. We're topsoil. We're topsoil. We're topsoil, and we're consuming foods and stuff just to make this topsoil move around.
Functionable, yeah.
Function. I'm a moving topsoil. I'm moving functioning dirt and minerals. And whatever I consume, that's what I become. You're talking to a piece of bread right now. You're talking to Folgers coffee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the reality of things, bro. So when you tell me strawberries are one of the, healthy foods that help boost my moods and all that good stuff, okay. I'll give you that. When I eat strawberries, I feel good. You know what I mean? I feel good when I eat strawberries. Anybody eats strawberries. You know what I mean? But the seven most foods for greater happiness, bro? Really? What about pizza, dude?
Oh, well.
You know what I mean? That makes me happy when I eat pizza. When I eat pizza, they happy, dude. You know what I mean? Something else, bro.
Yeah, I think with pizza it does, especially if it's some really good pizza and stuff, but then towards later after a while, you be like, all right,
But
all
I even
right.
heard pizza, dude. Again, we take it back to Italy. They say that the way Italians make their pizza with red wine, they live long, bro. Because remember
Mm.
the tomatoes, just right here, it said cancer fighting food, the tomatoes, and that's how they live long too, because tomatoes help fight cancer,
Tomatoes.
bro.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
Hmm.
Yes, dude. You add
Wow.
all that good stuff, and we got some kids. I don't know how we got off into this cancer fighting thing, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
again, there's so many different foods and things like that that can help assist with our moods. For those of you that are married, I would
Mhm.
highly suggest giving this list to your significant other.
Yeah.
7 foods for greater happiness. I would highly suggest it. All of a
Mhm.
sudden, if you want to and there's a way, my suggestion, a way to slide it in there, you don't just go tell your man, hey, yo, start eating these foods.
Yeah.
You're being a bitch, yo. You know what I mean?
Eat
Start
it
eating
right
these foods,
now.
bitch. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
There gotta be a different way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe I don't know, suggested to go take out to eat. Hey, sweetheart, hey,
Mm.
let's go out to eat. You ever heard of that place where they give salmon and avocado and grapes on top?
There you go.
Sesame
There you
seeds
go.
sprinkles? How about
Uh-huh.
that? Come
Yeah,
on,
go to
bro.
a nice
That's a
fancy
hell of a
spot.
mix right
Heck
there.
yeah. Heck
That's a
yeah,
hell of a
man.
mix. Yeah.
And she,
Let's go eat
oh,
that.
okay,
I'm gonna
let's
change
go.
my diet.
Yep,
You
yep.
know what I mean? Just to make you happy, I'm gonna change my diet. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go get you some strawberries. You
Ooh.
like
There you
strawberries?
go.
I'm
There
gonna
you
go
go.
get you some strawberries. And you know what? After that, let's go to this baseball game, the Angels and the Dodgers game. I'm a Yankees fan. Whatever.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and let's have some peanuts. How about that?
Ooh. Setting the mood. Setting the mood.
Even better. Then let's go to the concession stand.
Mhm.
I heard they got tacos there, and you can put avocado on it. Oh,
She like, what is up with you?
you
This avocado?
know. And then after that, I'm gonna set the mood. I'm gonna take you home, and I'm gonna let you lay back with the big old fan, and I'm gonna feed you grapes.
Ooh. There
Yeah.
you go. There you go.
Better, even better. I'm gonna cook you a
Uh,
gourmet meal, right? And I'm gonna
mm.
have a chef cut up some shit cake mushrooms and sprinkle that mess on top with some gravy.
Ooh. You gonna be
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, we can now have some pecan pie to go with it.
like,
Pecan pie.
there you go.
You kidding
Yeah.
me right now? You know? So that's just my way
That
of
sounds like a
introducing.
plan. Heck
That's my
yeah.
way of introducing these 7 foods to your significant other for greater happiness.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know if you have any suggestions, brother, but that's
Heck
my way. You have any suggestions how to
yeah.
introduce food
That's
to
very
anybody?
creative. Hey, I like how you set all that up. You were
Yeah,
very detailed and stuff. Actually, as you were saying, I was like, oh, for real, I'm trying to remember for
right,
myself or something, for the
right,
future or whatever. Like, okay, in the
right.
event, okay, we ain't gonna be eating no French fries and cheeseburgers and ham and all that grease and slippers. I said slippers, shakes and all that stuff, whatever.
You
Sorry.
must be real hungry. Without my nigga.
Yeah, we gonna have that good balanced diet so that by way, like you said, towards the end of the night, it's like, there you go, here are the grapes, and here's a mushroom.
Yo,
Here you go.
how we introduce this to our children, sir?
Mm,
Wow.
mm, mm.
That's my question. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You got that significant other, but if you can introduce these foods to your kids, now my kids eat, but I'm not saying they eat like this. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
imagine that. Because
yeah.
mood swings. Now, one thing I'm finding about this, that's one thing which we touched on earlier. That's one thing with children. That's one thing with the mood swings. You see how people be going through these mood swings. Now, I did talk about mood with these things. You know what I mean? Now,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of these hamburger places, these burger joints don't even put sesame seeds in their burgers anymore.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I mean? They
yeah. You
don't.
don't.
You
You
know.
don't.
I know
Yeah.
strawberries. I wouldn't give my kids some strawberries, but it's loaded with sugar. I give my kids a few strawberries, they're gonna be bouncing off the
Mm,
walls. Nothing wrong with
yeah.
it, but again,
Uh,
my kids don't
but
like salmon. Go
yeah,
ahead.
I will say that it does add with their cognitive development stuff. It helps them, be able to form new neural
What does
pathways. It,
strawberry?
like the strawberries and the salmon, as you
Yeah.
mentioned. And all those foods that are high in like, omega-3 acids and stuff will be great for their brain development, helping them to become, develop and all that and stuff and
Have
everything. So
have you ever gotten your daughter to eat like this when she was younger?
no, you know what? Because I didn't know it. So how could I
Oh,
teach it to her if I didn't know?
yeah, yeah.
My diet was so and stuff, But I mean, it wasn't like it was so, but I think it could have been better and
Yeah.
stuff, But had the information I know now, even as all the information you shared today on this show today, which is very helpful. I can even go back to myself and even just share this with other people. Let them know, like, look, if you want to, improve your way of living, improve your way, these some of the methods that are out there for you, the different foods that can help boost your moods, which will allow you to be more functional to take care of all your daily tasks throughout the day, because you'll be in a better mood throughout the whole day. So
And
there
that's
you
why I'm
go.
gonna repeat them for y'all again. 7 foods that boost your moods. We start off with number 1 on the list was avocado. Number 2, grapes. Number 3, shiitake mushrooms. Number 4, walnuts. Number 5, salmon. Number 6, sesame seeds. And number 7, strawberries. If you guys need the list again, you need anything, comments, questions, concerns, anything, go ahead and leave your comments as you subscribe.
That's right.
Gains
Gains
Podcast.
Radio.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Gains Radio, Gains
Gains Radio.
Podcast. We
Yes.
got both.
Mhm.
Yes.
Right.
Leave us some information on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram, IG at Gains Podcast. Subscribe to Gain Podcast on YouTube. Follow us live. We got the meal preps. We got shout out to our sponsor, the Okia for Shades. Um, you know, give thanks to God, your creator, however you want to do it, your
That's
family.
right.
Mr. Brown, anything in closing?
No, wonderful job, man. Another wonderful episode here. Thank you for all the great, useful information, and looking forward to bringing some wonderful content on the next go around. Again, don't forget to subscribe at Gains Radio, and we're gonna definitely check those out and stuff, and we'll definitely get back to you with some thoughts and everything. So wonderful, wonderful.
Yes, any feedback is feedback, whether it's positive or negative. We just want to know. Holla at your boys. Yes, sir. Gaining access and insight necessary to succeed. Yes, the best name. It used to be something else, but I love this name. Mr. Brown came up with it. Together we came up with it. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
Which is great. I'm glad he decided to change the name because it makes more sense for us. I'll
That's
let your
right.
boys.
That's
Let's
right.
stay
Awesome.
positive. Gains, podcast, radio,
Yes.
anything in closing,
Yes.
sir.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Awesome. See you next time, brother.
Much love.
All right.
7 foods to change your
Yes.
depressing moods or whatever. Give it to your friends, your family, your kids, your dog, your loved ones. Make it work.
Yes.
Cheers.
Believe it.